Okay, for right now, we haven't made any blunders yet, and we're able to quickly recover from mistakes that we've made. For instance, with the ramp in the front position, it will require an extra module for us to figure out how to do the cockpit. And part of the problem is you can't have a cockpit ahead of the ramp easily without some sort of elevator or staircase or something. And this is the point where you can start experimenting on how you want to have things done. After looking at it, I've gone through this before, I think I want to put this over here. Now, if we do that, we're going to have brick space intruding into our passenger cabin. It's not a good idea, and this is why you have to start scoping out things, where you want them, how you want them. Because if you start putting a shell around it, you're basically tearing apart the whole thing. So, how do we do this? Well, okay, that works. We'll have to find out something we can put there, but we did the same thing here with the captain's cabin. So, why not put the captain's cabin here? We don't need the captain to have access to the staircase unless you want to. With the captain's cabin, you should only have one opening. The rest of it needs to be devoted to the cabin space. Okay, we don't want two openings to have here because that'll mess up where the beds go. So that means this has to go, and these will have to go. We can leave this door here, and we can leave the ladders there, although they'll be better up front. So let's do that. An issue here, got to show you, this ladder cannot be moved. That means that you will have two staggered ladder locations. That's a problem, but we could easily fix that. Okay. We don't need a ladder there anymore. Instead, put the ladder on the companionway. Oh, and since this is now directly underneath, there we go. Companionway can go here. Put the cargo someplace else, maybe up front where it's not needed for anything. You see, now is the time to decide where you want things to go. Workshop can go over here. Okay, let's see. I think we can go ahead and continue with the brick space. If at all possible, I like to keep the brick space away from any living quarters. And just assuming somehow those guys give you trouble and you need to keep them separated so you can, use some nasty means to get rid of them. Let's see if I can grab it. Okay, we've got a module we have to figure out. Where to put something and where to take it from. Okay, I remember that's a armory, and we're fine with that there. That gets us a little bit closer to where we want to be. But now we run into some decisions we have to make. Since we're going to put the ramp back in this case, because it matches my space shark, which is what I'm trying to create here, we'll have to move this as well as these guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Just get this out of the way. Do a group select on these. Okay, and we'll shift that over here. Of course, we run into the same old thing as before, those ladders, and you'll have to make a decision. If the ladders are going to go in there and get in everybody's way, then in that case, you will just have to just get in everybody's way. Now, some people like to offset the ladders, so in case they fall, they don't fall 3-story. That's okay, but those ladders just get in the way of everything. So you'll have to make a decision on what to do. Okay, control station. Now we just basically built everything opposite. Bricks are back here. Let's see, workshop here. Now let's put that there, maybe infirmary. That's the only real change we made, except we could also put the workshop there, off to the side. Yeah, out of everybody's way. Infirmary is right next to the passenger area. In case they cut their finger, they can go, oh, I cut my finger. Oh, no. Okay. This is closer to what I did with the space shark. There we go. Should have realized that before, but I tend to forget stuff easily. Of course, what that means is we've got to rebuild everything as far as the landing gear is concerned. And I think I'll skip over that part, and we'll get to the next part, the top.